So this presentation is actually both for parents and for kids. No? I'm sure most of the parents here will agree with me that parenting at this age is no joke. It's very challenging. Okay? But at the same time, I will tell the parents also that for kids, it's also challenging to raise their parents. No? Iniisip mo kasi, mama, papa, parent, sa kana. Pero ganun din, yung kana, hirap din, no? Mag-raise ng parents niya. Maybe in some other occasions, we can have another seminar wherein we can talk about how to raise parents. Today, we talk about how to raise kids in the digital world. Okay? So, I'm here in front of you wearing two hats. First of all, as indicated in the introduction, I'm a business technology analyst. So that's basically my profession. No, I give recommendations on how to use technology in as far as your business is concerned. So that's the first hat that I'm going to wear today as a digital expert. Okay. Second, I'm also a parent. No, I'm a father of 3, but I'm a single parent because my wife passed away because of cancer. So that is another challenge on my part because I have to raise 3 kids on my own. Okay? So just to manage your expectation, after this seminar for the parents, for the husband and the wives, you will appreciate each other more. Okay? And for the kids, you will appreciate your father and mother more. Okay? So that is basically what will happen today. So the first part will be about digital. The second part will be about parenting. Okay? So, for the sino yung mga mommy tsaka daddy dito? Yung husband and wives? You have, nandito? Okay. So, first of all, I would like to ask all the mommies to look at their daddies, to your husband, and you ask this question to them. Okay? Ask your husband, what do you think is the most important thing to me? Can you do that? Okay? Okay? But you don't have to answer, just ask. Okay, tanong mo lang. What do you think is the most important thing to me? Si mommy muna, papunta kay daddy. Okay na? Now, sa mga daddies naman, you ask your wives, no? Your loved one, the same question. What do you think is the most important thing to me? Okay? Did you ask? Natanong mo na? Okay. Later on, we'll give you that question, the answer. Now, isipin mo muna, ano nga kayo mas importante sa akin, ano? So, we will test whether how much you know your husband and how much you know your wife. Okay? Now, parenting in the digital age. Dati, sa mga parents, ang letter A natin, apple, B, baby, C, candy, D, doll, E, elephant, and so on and so forth. Nowadays, this is the alphabet of the kids. A is for Apple, B, Bluetooth, C, chat, D, download, email, Facebook, Google, and so on and so forth. Do you agree? Okay? That is something that's very, very, parang it's a natural for them, no? So, pag sinabi mong F, hindi niya sasabihin fish, sasabihin na niya Facebook. Tama? Now, you will see yung mga crib, no? Yung mga chairs ng mga bata ngayon, iba na rin. Meron ng screen sa harap, no? So, they can watch yung mga video, no, yung mga ganun, animation, they can watch it there, no? Now, there is a saying that if you need a gadget to raise your kids, then there is something wrong with you. Now, what do you mean by you need a gadget? Let's say, for example, di ka naya, cha. How do you pacify them? You give them tablet. Limang cha, chwe dito, limang chap ko. Warito, sita. Oh, laro. Tapos laro siya. Hindi ba? Okay. Let me just give you a story. I was in a restaurant and I saw a mom, kuya, and shobe. Tatlo lang sila. Can you guess how many gadgets were in the table? There are only 3. 3 of them, ha? Kuya, 5, 6. You will be surprised there were actually 9 gadgets on the table. 3 each. Silang, sige, tablet to, sa silang nang wait. Can everybody speak Chinese here? Okay. I'm actually practicing my Chinese. Bo siya ayaw kong nan ng uelo kaya kinato kay hundien zero. So there were actually 9, no? 9 gadgets all in one table. I was really surprised. I was just beside them. Kawe ha. Tapos maliit lang yung table, mas malaki pa to eh. Would you believe that they're not even talking to each other? They're actually chatting with each other via Facebook. Nagchat sila, pero magkakatabi lang silang tatlo. So sabi ko, ano nangyari dito sa tatlong to? Di ba? What happened? So how can you discipline your kid or your child to talk to people when you as a parent yourself is actually condoning it or using it as well? Okay? There are people who are saying that internet actually connects people. But if you're going to look at it, it's actually disconnecting people as well. Right? Because people don't talk to each other anymore face to face. They talk to people via chat. No? So what do youth want from the internet? Bakit gustong-gusto nila yung internet? Number one, that's for entertainment, for information, for socialization, and for personal space. What do you mean by personal space? Kasi pagdating sa internet, pagdating sa social media, pagdating sa Facebook, kids consider that as their domain. This is my world, a world without my parents. Di ba? Now, ang ginagawa ng mga parents, they join Facebook. Okay? Magre-request sila ng friend request sa anak nila. Pag hindi pa na-accept, sasabihin, kanakaw, setsundi bere, accept ko pa. Ha? Kuya po, ha? May tinatago ka ba? Parents, you have to remember, what you're creating or what you're requesting is a friend request. Remember, when you go into Facebook, you are a friend, you are not a parent. So, wag mong gagawin sa loob ng Facebook, papagalitan mo yung anak mo sa Facebook. Nakita mo, naka-online, kautiyam, saktiyam, online. Magchat-chat ka doon o kaya magpo-post ka sa page niya. Di saktiyam ka na, gising, bakit gising ka pa? Tapos po-post mo, makikita lahat ng friends niya yun eh. Di ba? Anong gagawin ng mga anak nyo? What will your children do? They will block you. Okay? Now, ito pa yung isang mistake. You will find this funny. I'm a technology person. Hindi ko alam that your children can actually not block you, but they can actually prevent you from seeing their posts. Are you aware of that? So all this time, you can see that you're friends. But there is a way for them to do something that you will not be able to see their posts. So magpo-post siya, tapos sasabihin niya, except mommy, daddy. So lahat ng post niya, makikita lahat ng friends niya except you and your father, mom and dad, no? So you have to be very careful. It's better for you to know what your kids are doing, no matter how hurtful, okay? Rather than not knowing what your kids are doing online, okay? So you have to realize also, dan kasuihan ni pang detakseo, ganito yung drawing. Ikaw yung nasa gitna, teacher yan o kaya parents yan. Tapos lahat ng information, ikaw lang ibibigay lahat sa anak mo, anak natin. Okay? Itahang kyam yung we provide. Kaya di kinitam dan kasuihan. Kaya si, dan daw buntwe. Pa, sige chiwa, ma, sige chiwa. O kaya sensi nga, sige chiwa. But nowadays, it's different. You have the internet. You have Google. You have social media. In other words, everything or anything that they need, they can actually get it from somewhere else, not just from you. Right? And minsan, pag tinatanong mo pa yung parent, sige chiwa, Google mo. Diba? Waya, buong uya. Pero ang totoo, hindi mo alam yung sagot eh. Para ka buhay, paise di ba? Hindi, Google, what computer, you can told, it's really Google. But actually, pag ini ba siya? Saya, di ba? Parang ganun, ano? So, pwede na nakunin sa kahit saan. You know the danger of the internet right now? Children are starting to believe that they are better than their parents and their teachers because they can get it from the internet. The bigger problem is parents and teachers are starting to believe that their children are better than them because of the internet. Okay? But of course, you know it's not true. They can get the information, but that information does not necessarily mean that they are the right information. Ang daming false information sa loob ng internet. Okay? So, kids, yung mga bata, nandito, di ba? Mga teenagers. O, pati yung mga parents na rin. Can you guess kung ano tong tatlong logo na ito? What's the first one? Facebook, yes. The second one? Twitter. The third one? Right, Instagram. These are the 3 top social media or apps on the web right now. Let's increase it into 6. So you know the first 3. What are the next 3? Pinterest, Tumblr, right, Google+. 6 yan. Now you have 20. Guess ilan dito sa 20 na to na alam mo? Okay? Any guess? No, di tsai kuya. Okay? So how many of you actually guess 20? Ubo di tsape? Tsago ubo. Tsago. Sigo tsago tsaplak ko. Okay? So I've shown you 25 icons, and I think it's safe to say not one of you guessed all 20. No? Siguro kuya tsago tsaplak sa chitsapoy bo. Now, eto. Okay? Yan, nakasulat na lahat yan eh. So more or less you have an idea what they are. Eto. Diba? The reason why I'm showing you all these icons is to show you or to tell you there are actually thousands of websites or social media sites up on the web. We are just familiar with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Those are the things that you're using. But I would just like you to know that our kids are actually exposed to all of this. You know the trend right now, Facebook is being dominated by parents. The kids, while they do have their Facebook page, they're actually out of Facebook. They're now in Instagram or Twitter. Why? Because the parents are already in Facebook. So alis sila. By the time pumunta ka ng Instagram, they're also out of Instagram. There is something that you have to accept, parents. When it comes to learning technology, our kids are faster than us. Di ba? You're just starting with Facebook, di ka na botialo. Di yung Facebook page mo, uwati ha. Pero gano'n yung padelo, Instagram no. Instagram, si Shamia. Google mo. Iway ka naman si Bobby Cadi, oh. Di ba? Okay. So, these are the risks, no? Online. So for kids, for parents, number 1, you have cyber bullies. Okay? Why diphi lang, no? Bully. So in the real world, yung nag-aapi, it's more of one-to-one. Or siguro barkada, goet, tsapi, sige lang ko. What makes the internet more dangerous is because you have yung viral. Diba? What sige ko, tagi lang saya. Post ko lang sa internet, sa Facebook, ang taba mo, ang pangit mo, whatsoever. If you have 500 friends, all those 500 friends will automatically see that comment. Can you imagine the impact the kids would have after somebody calling him or her names? So this is one of the bigger problems, cyberbullies. And more often than not, dan ka now bobe kay parents kong ching-ching na lang. No? Kang lepaklelo. Parang malungkot ako, sad ako, hindi niya alam kung anong gagawin niya. Okay? Next, you have file share abuse. Sige, Teddy. Unauthorized sharing of music, video, and other files may be illegal and download malicious software. Every time you download softwares on the web, there is a high possibility that you're actually downloading viruses. And when your computer is now compromised, marami pwede mangyari doon. Hackers can actually get information out of your computers. Then you have disturbing content. So sometimes even your kids will look for something, tapos meron siya makikitang ibang mga content na nandun. Something about drugs, something about pornography, and so on and so forth. Everything is there on the web. No? Then you have predators. These people use the internet to trick children into meeting with them in person. No? So I think, I am not so sure if you were able to watch a film. It's actually a test, no? Na ang ginawa nila, nakipag-usap sila sa internet with children, and they tried if they can lure the children to meet with them. And dun sa 5 tinest nila, all 5 said yes. Nag-agree na makipagkita. Okay, so these people are actually existing on the web. May mga taong ganun ang ginagawa, no? And of course, invasion of privacy. If kids fill out online forms, they may share information you don't want strangers to have about them or your family. There is another story also, yung bata, he wanted to surprise his father. Okay? You know what he did? he bought his father a new car using his father's credit card. Surprise, di ba? Common surprise. Wow, sinit siya, pero guwapala. Di ba? But the point here is, your kids can actually give out information like that. Okay? Pwede. No? Pwede siya may makausap sa Facebook, tapos yung kausap niya sabihin, oh, din tao si Tito Loa, din tao, di ukuye wang cha, di ukuye TV, di kuye and everything. And the kid can actually share those information. Okay? Now, there are also threats, identity theft. You have phishing, hoaxes, and spam. Identity theft is somebody who will pretend to be you. So again, I can capture information about you and pretend to be you. I can buy anything on the web and pretend that I'm you. So ikaw magbabayad lahat ng binili ko. So I can do that as well. Okay? You have phishing. So ito yung mga, let's say for example, may matatanggap kang text or email telling you that I am from this bank. You have to give me your information. You have to change your password. If not, your account will be closed. Okay? So these are techniques, no? Parang it's a technique na parang sinasabi niya na ako yan, pero actually hindi ako yan. So ako yung from this bank, but actually I'm not from this bank. My objective is to get your information. Then you have hoaxes, yung mga email sent by online criminals to trick you into giving them money. So minsan, kunwari, meron akong makuhang info from, let's say for example, user, tapos pwede ako mag-email to all your friends, sabihin ko, what's it tunti yung kang, okay? Nahuli ako ng pulis, wag kami yung tiya. Di ba? So, ikaw naman, as a friend, kaibigan ko siya, magpapadala ako ng pera. Right? So what's the solution there? You should always ask. Do not believe on anything you see on email or on Facebook. Di katin ko yan. Di niya di tihong kang ba? I mean, there's no harm in doing that extra mile or extra step, no, to verify kung totoo o hindi. And of course, you have spam. Ito yung mga advertisement na nakukuha nyo sa email. You buy this, may discount, and so on and so forth. So unsolicited emails are called spams. So as you can see, yung mga nakikita nating threats are not just for kids. Even us, adults, can actually fall for these scams. Okay? And all these are actually present on the web. Of course, there are fake news. Okay? Fake news are not just simply news that are not true. Okay? Fake news are actually information designed for you not only to believe, but also to react negatively on that particular news. Okay? So, it's trying to influence you into doing something because of the content na nabasa nyo. Okay, but very, very easy fake news example. There's one time on Facebook nag-viral that Jackie Chan passed away. Marami kayo nakikitang ganun, di ba? Sino namatay, di ba? We all know that Jackie Chan is not dead. He's still alive, right? He just did the movie. But you will be surprised, there are people who actually nag-comment sa Facebook, condolence. Sipin mo yun? So, nabasa niya, namatay si Jackie Chan, nag-condolence pa. Hindi niya verify. And worse, they even share the information. So the biggest problem of fake news is not just spreading fake news, but those people who are reading the fake news do not bother to verify, and they even share it to other people. So para ka nagchismis. Okay, di chay Jackie Chan silo na, uya ba? Tawag, di chay Jackie Chan silo na, uya ba? Tawag. Ito ang masakit. Pag nalaman yung original caller that Jackie Chan is still alive, he or she will not even bother to call the friend and say, yung senior ko pala sa'yo, buo niya. Hindi. Sabi niya, basta gawad sa'yo Jackie Chan, wale. Diba? So, kalat yun. Okay? And the biggest problem, oversharing. Kids and parents, we are all guilty of this. Ditse na ditya Pagpunta mo ng restaurant, what's the very first thing children will ask? Not the menu. You have Wi-Fi? You have Wi-Fi password? Diba? 叫個菜雕菜龍種出嚟。未食咧ka？合上啫。Let's take photo and share it on Facebook. Abo kito, bo pa ha. Picture, picture. Di ba? So even if I don't know you, okay, pag hindi kita kilala, just tell me your Facebook page. I will know, okay, saan ka favorite restaurant kumain, saan mo gusto pumunta. I will know who you are by just looking at your Facebook page. Why? Because we love to share. Okay? And sometimes, we parents, sinasabi natin, "Tatsay ka na, Teo, bosang lo, oh, ya, xiao dian pa, oh, ikin ti Facebook lo." But actually, if you're going to look at your Facebook profile, there are actually parents, yung bata nasa tiyan pa lang, yung sonogram nasa Facebook na, yung ultrasound, I'm pregnant, tapos nandun na. You know, surveys indicates that children right now, less than 2 years old, they already have a Facebook page. Less than 2 years old. So si Tipakto pa lang may page na. Every week o every month, nandun na. My baby is smiling. Kahit nasa loob, nakalagay, my baby is smiling. The baby looks like me. How can you tell that? But you just love to share. No? You love to share. The rule here is, the things that you don't want to share in public or in person, you don't share online. You don't do that. Okay? Di bitsut ko, sasabihin mo pa sa Facebook, wabitsut ko. When in fact, pag tayo lang, di mo sasabihin sa akin mag-abroad ka. Why do you have to share it? Wabwesin siya, wabwesin TV, longchong. Lahat yan nasa internet. So alam ko, di dwa hogya, asit, di hogya, abo hogya, alam ko na. Dilagay mo na lahat dun eh. Di ba? Would you believe that if, let's say, people apply now for a job, one of the requirements is you have to give me your Facebook page? Because in Facebook, you don't lie. I would know who you are. Not just interview, but may kwadi Facebook lo. Makikita ko dyan. Okay? Checklist for parents. Okay, mommy and daddy. Help make your children online world a safer place. 1, you have to show interest. Number 2, you have to be available for them. If they have questions, you have to answer their questions. Listen and converse. Facebook or their Facebook time or their internet time should become one of your family activities. You have to talk to them. Remember, sabi niya, listen and converse. Listen and talk to your children. Hindi niya sinabing pagalitan mo yung anak mo. Di tiya. Pag nagsalita siya, di tiya, di mangma. Once you scold your children will no longer talk to you. Fear will always be there. So you should be very careful not to get into that stage. Number 4, see for yourself. You have to check it. You have to try it. Okay? Number 5, you have to protect your children online. Number 6, follow age guidelines. If let's say this site is just for 13 and below, if your children is 7 or 6, you have to tell them you are not allowed to use this website. Bawal. Kasi pang 13 and below lang yan, or even games, no? You have agree on rules. You have to set rules. Ito yung madalas nangyayari sa mga parents. Sasabihin niya, oh, hindi ka pwede gumamit ng computer at this time and this time. Especially during dinner or lunch. Sasabihin mo sa mga bata, oh, pag kumakain tayo, hindi pwedeng mag-computer. Hindi pwedeng mag-cellphone. Pero yung parents, gumagamit. Kasi bakit ikaw pwede? Ay, sige, si Sangdia. Trabaho to eh. Ikaw, wala, pinyo lang yan, bawal. No. When you have rules, even you should follow the rules. If there's no technology allowed on the dining table, even if you're the father or even if you're the mother, you are not allowed to use your gadget. Okay? 8, protect your devices. 9, be an example. And number 10, praise and encourage your children. Okay? Now, this is one of the things that it's a hard pill to swallow to all parents. You have to accept the fact that it's no longer our time, but it is their time. Okay? Hindi na nag-work ngayon yung sasabihin mo, di tsaibo, gunhi pango, gunchong buwe choy, kaya di buwe choy, sabihin ng anak mo, Dad, Mommy, noon yan iba na kami ngayon. You have to accept that hard pill to swallow. Okay, but of course, there's wisdom behind it. Siyempre, puntya ako, yung values natin mas intact di ba? Ngayon, medyo mas lax Pero hindi na nila tinatanggap yun di ba? Nung bata kami, bawal kaming ganyan. Di ba? Kunwari lang, diyo tsaboa, wow, sain tsaboa, ching yate. 出去请阿弟说，我对啊，我们一帮咯，我也追你干你，但你不能你，对吧？Like for example, in my case, would you believe that when we were young, we're not allowed to wear dark shirts? No, di po, bawal yun. O siya, dark blue, bawal. Kung may tsukibon, guamay, say, yan, ching o, yan ka na. Ulang si ba? Abo, go ching o lang, buhay chwe di. Wasa, ching siya niya, ching ang eh. Kalaw dita, kahuki ching ang eh. Di ba? Pero sa ngayon, sa mga bata, wala. Kahit anong kulay, susuot nila. No? So, you have to accept that it's no longer our time, but it's their time. So, by saying that, these are some of the changes that parents should accept. One, from control, it's no longer control. It's about monitor. Minomonitor mo na lang yung anak natin. Hindi mo na kinokontrol yan. And you know for a fact that you cannot control them. Right? Example, pag sinabi ko sa mga anak ko, Tsakyam, hindi ka na pwede mag-access ng internet. Dad naman, 10 o'clock po, aga pa. Tsakyam, maaga pa. Dati nung bata ko, Kautyam, tulog na ako eh. Di ba? Anong gagawin ko? Papatayin ko yung wifi. Tuk! Patay. Wala ka ng internet. Nasa cellphone lahat yung mga bata, anli. Di tsakko, kuy dita, anli. Yobo, sisilipin ko sa kwarto, patay na lahat yung ilaw, yung phone nakabukas. Nagpe-Facebook. Saan nakakuha ng internet to? On the phone. Di tsakko, si dita. So how do you control that? Di mang toy, di tsakko. Yobo, buwate. Di ba? So what do? You monitor them. Okay? From teaching to guiding. You don't teach them, you guide them. Okay? From talking to listening. Yobo, tayong parents, guilty tayo dyan. One, nari kong we, di jo tiya. Oh, chin. Oh, di na buri kong we. Di ko tiya eh. Ang gulo eh. But you have to listen to them. No? From anger to patience. Lanyagaw shukiya. Especially pag anak. Ang iksi ng pasensya natin kasi anak ka lang. Ako yung father, ako yung mother. You have to listen to me. But actually, now, you should be more patient than become more angry. Okay? From insisting to reminding. You don't insist. You remind them. Oh, di bang boy kirit ha? Ane ha? Di bang boy kirit? Ane? Takpay, ane la? Luwari lang. Di tsabdikam dito lay lo ha? Di tsabdikam na botile o. What? Mang kanikuin eh. Dikit. Sa iba ka na matulog. Sasabihin ng anak mo, to siya. Yobo, di ba? Sabihin ng anak mo, to siya. Kumikigunti, yuko na. O, di ko ngayon. Hindi, basta remind mo lang. O, tsabdikam dito to lay lo ha? Katulad, let's say for example, my youngest, when she turned 18, tsapwehe debut, di ba? Ang iniisip ko noon, bago siya magtsapwehe, sabi ko,在是这个就开牙大条钱，十八迄debut啊，所以我哋收sabi ko，在多这个底下哦，anong hotel， tapos就请什么衫咯，哈，cotillion lo, 18 roses and everything. When the time comes, siguro a day or two before her birthday, she said, Dad, saan ba ako magpa-party? Sabi ko, hindi ko alam, anong hotel ba gusto mo? Ako, 2 days na lang. Dad, hindi na ako mag-hotel, hindi na uso yan. Ha? Sabi ko, sa Pueh, hindi na hotel? Saan kayo magse-celebrate? Sa bar. Sabi ko, sa bar? Yeah. Wait, in chat, saan sa piping, yung Biki Bar Dima. Babae yan, ha? Wait, sabi ko, sa Pueh, babae. Biki Bar Dima. Sabi ko, to, sige bar. City of Dreams. Waboy, kinitigay niya, ano, basta hiyaw, sige bar. Te, ano daw? Usong-uso. Okay? Sabi ko, di bityung ako na. Sabi ko, di ka, sabi ko, di ka ako, hindi ako, sa city ama. Sabi ko, di sa city am, City of Dreams, kung kaya Quezon City ah. Sabi ko, di bityung Tokyo. Dad, wak ta nang ipang ah. Nang ipang ko, sige, pang to lame, sige, pang to duwe. Alam mo, I end up spending the same amount. Pakwi siya nga. You will be surprised. Wag kay pakwi siya. Inisip ko, yun ang budget ko sa hotel. Nung sinabi niyang bar, sabi ko, wah, wag kay, siyang ya, zui tiya, oh. Bosa, bopo, hanga. Chipaching pa rin ah. Yung mga drinks. Chikan mo, di saan sa kuitsing sa hotel eh. Tapos di ko pang pa. Oh? Pero isipin mo kung paano sila mag-isip ngayon. So what did I do? Hindi ko naman pwede sabihin, wag. Di ba? Hindi ko rin pwede sabihin sa kanya, hindi po, it's very city of Tola ya. Di ba chunga? Di ba? Do you know what I did? I got myself my room. Andun ako sa isang room, jamle. Bukas pa ba? Bukas pa ba yung bar? Oh. Di ba? But I make it a point, hindi niya ako nakikita kuy pa, hindi pa. Oh. But that is your way, no, of monitoring them. Medyo expensive, pero ibang klase na, hindi ba? And from demanding to love and prayers. You don't demand things from your children anymore. Okay? It's really so hard. So you have to what? You have to surrender everything to God. You pray, okay, and show your love to your children. Children, mga bata, nandito ba? Okay. After saying all those things, you have to remember that there is an order or a guideline written in the Bible for children. That you have to, children, where are you? Can you read? Honor your father and your mother so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. What do you mean by live long? Children, you have to remember, no matter how hurtful it is, all the advices of your parents are for your own good. Walang parents na may magsasabi sa'yo para ikapahamak mo. If you follow your parents' advice, you will live longer. Okay? Next. Proverbs 1:8. Children, kids, please read. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Okay? Next. Colossians 3:20, children, be obedient to your parents in all things, for this is well-pleasing to the Lord. So to all the children here, loving, respecting, obeying your parents is actually a command from God. You have to follow this. Okay? How do you honor your parents? Children, how do you do that? 1, you pray as unto the Lord. Next. You may be surprised, ano yung sabihin ng forgive? Minsan, we hurt our kids. Kids, you have to remember, even if they are our parents, they are still human beings. They are not perfect parents. They can commit mistakes. So you have to forgive them. You have to pray, you have to appreciate, you have to care, serve, forgive, and grow up in the Lord. Children, for the fathers, no? Parents, this is para sa atin naman to. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but raise them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord. Huwag mong pagagalitan o huwag mong pagigalitin yung mga anak natin. Okay? It's easier for us to be able to talk to our children than, di ba ikaw, ang tawag ito sa hambon minsan, ikaw kakni ba? Parang patigasan kayo. Di Bobby ikaw kong wag mo si Bobby ikaw di kong di ba? Huwag ganun. You have to keep the communication open at all times. So what do kids want from their parents? Kanina tinatanong kayo, what do you do with your children, di ba? Most of the time you say you sleep, you eat, you go out of town, and so on and so forth. With all the gadgets around, a survey shows children want time with their parents. So you ask yourself, in 1 week, how much time are you giving to your children? Okay? Let me just share with you, as I've said a while ago, I have 3 daughters. Okay? One of my regrets in life as a parent is, if you will notice when we're young, okay? You have strength, okay? You have time, but you don't have money. Right? Nung professional ka na, you have strength, you have money, but you don't have time. Di ba? Pag pumalo ka ng gotsaphe, senior, you have money, you have time, but you don't have the strength anymore. Right? So right now, I want to spend more time with my children. I'm not that rich, but I already have the money that I don't have before. I still have the time. Dito nga ako Sunday, di ba? But I don't have the strength. Yung gusto ko gawin before, hindi ko na magawa ngayon. Plus, my kids are no longer available. Wasi ito isang di animator. Sade takse. Would you believe this is my schedule? Sa kiwa-kilay, pwede wasay tabo longchong boti chulay. Can you imagine that? Boti chulay. And they will come home what? 8:30 in the evening. So, practically the whole day, okay, sige. Diba? Alam ko na kung ilang butiki sa harap sa bahay namin. Wala akong ginagawa eh. Uy, tsa, tsa, nang tsa, sa tsa, si tsa. But when they were young, when they have all the time in the world, we don't go out with them. We don't spend time with them. Why? We're so busy with our work. And when you reach my age, maybe some of you are of the same age, dan kuy here, sanggo, diba? Huh? Gusto natin siyang makasama, hindi na sila pwede. Alam mo, everyday tinatanong ko siya, di sila payo, kailan kayo break? Kailan kayo may time? Diba? Sabi, dad, ganito, 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 ganito. That's the biggest regret I have as a parent. I cannot go out with my kids anymore. Kita mo, nandito ako, where are my kids? They're not with me. They're not with me. Nilakad na sila with their friends. Pwede ba ako magalit? Boy, Jerry, dito, tego. Hindi pwede. Hindi ba? So, while you still have the time, spend time with your kids. Okay? Parents, kids do not remember what you say, but they do remember how you made them feel. Okay? The time you spend with them, di chutko, di kiawing kitja, di kangko, you had fun, all this, they will remember. Not just talk. It's how you make them feel. You make them happy, they will remember that. Okay? Now, yun yung digital side. Let's talk about the parenting side. Parents, tinatanong ko kayo, lahat naman kayo, kasal na, di ba? Are you now enjoying or are you enduring your marriage? Lahat nakangiti. Siyempre kung buto rin kung may kung tipitaw. So are you happy with your marriage or are you enduring? Nagtitiis ka na lang ba? Okay? So, question, reality check. Top reasons why marriages fail. This is a worldwide survey. Why marriages fail? 1, money. 2, sex. 3, in-laws. Agree? In-laws. 4, communication. 5, religion. These are the top 5 reasons. It should always be love. Remember, God loves us unconditionally. It was never a responsibility for God. God came to the world to what? To save us. Why? Because He loves us. It was never a responsibility for God to save us. He loves us unconditionally. That's why He came to the world to save us. It's because of love. So ganun din dapat tayo sa ating wife or husband. Okay? So, there was even one occasion wherein there was one guy who came to me at nagko-complain siya. Alam mo, Jerry, sabi sa akin, mong kanchiyo, butong yang ka na. Takdita, wala na ginawa kundi magnag, titima. O, di ulit. Ayoko na eh, sabi sa akin. Ayoko na ng asawa ko. You know what I said? Give your wife to me. Sabi niya, what? Ayaw mo na sa asawa mo, di ba? Akin na lang. Bakit? Wala akong asawa, di ba? My wife passed away. Sabi niya, are you sure you want my wife? You don't even know her. Let me tell you this. If you were in my position and you experienced being a widower, you would rather have someone with you by your side. Guys, you will appreciate your wife. You have to appreciate your wife now. Okay, because once she's gone, you will realize her importance. Okay, you have to really love her. Do not allow one day to pass without you telling your wife how much you love her. Wives, do not allow one day to pass without telling your husband how much you love him. I'm telling you, this is something every day na nagpipray ako, sabi ko, Lord, can you just give me kahit na 5 or 10 seconds for me to be able to tell my wife I love her? I cannot do that anymore. But right now that you have your wife or your husband there, you take it for granted. But once they're no longer with you, that's the time. So sabihin mo, sana ginawa ko to. Sana ginawa ko ganito. Okay? Okay. What does the Bible say about marriage? Wives, mommy, can we read this all? Submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Wives, submit yourself to your husbands and as you do to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, As Christ is the head of the church, His body, of which He is the Savior. Now as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. When you say submit, wives, when you say submit, hindi ibig sabihin, oh, sa'yo na ako. No, you should always love, you should always respect, you have to obey, you have to serve your husband. Okay? For husbands, hindi lang sa wives yan, meron din sa husband. To daddies, can you read this? Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave Himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by the washing with water through the word, and to present her to Himself as a radiant church without stain or wrinkle or any other blemish, but holy and blameless. In this same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one ever hated their own body, but they feed and care for their body just as Christ does the church. So it's very clear, it's written in the Bible that wives should submit to husbands and husbands should love their wife same way as God loves the church. Okay, so it's a command actually for us to love our husband and our wife. Secret to a successful marriage: make your marriage a priority. Not your business, not money, not your children, but your marriage. Pursue your marriage, work on it. Share everything. Medyo mahirap yan, pero share everything. Good and bad. Anong parati natin sinasabi, mommy and daddy? In everything, it should be what? 50-50. Di ba? Di chicha, di suesa, wa to si 50 ka, 50 ako. It's wrong. It should be what? 100-100. Okay? You do your 100%, I'll do my 100%. Di bokyaw isang. Oh? Ito na yung ginawa ko, ikaw. Wala kang ginagawa. No. You do everything. 100% yan. Okay? Trust each other and love each other just as God loves you. Okay? Okay, ito na yung tanong natin kanina. I'm down to my last few slides. What do you think is the most important thing to me? Sila mami. Diba? Tinanong nyo si daddy. Okay? What do you think is the most important thing to your husband? There is a worldwide survey. I will not force you to tell your husband kung ano naisip mo. At sa mga husband, huwag mo rin sabihin sa wife ko ano yung naisip mo. Pero it's at the back of your mind. I just want to check kung tama yung sinagot nyo o hindi. Okay? Worldwide survey shows that husbands require respect. That's number one. Ang gusto ng mga lalaki is respect. Okay? Huwag na huwag mo i-disrespect ang husband mo in front of children, in front of his friends, or in front of their co-workers. You should always respect them. Bolun sanyo diyashu kiyo. Timang tsoil. In front of other people. Dito, kita tsoil. No, joke lang. Mang. You have to always respect your husband. Okay? Now, ano naman ang pinaka-important thing sa babae? Okay? What? Love, maybe, care, but according to survey, the most important thing to wives is security. When you say security, it's not money. Okay? It's not about money. It's about making them feel that no matter what happened, you will be there by their side. Okay? When my wife had cancer, believe it or not, ubos lahat ng ipon ko sa bank. Dumating pa dun sa point na, what yung kanlang chotsi. Overall, yung utang ko umabot ng puwetang. Cancer yun. You know, my friends were telling me, Jerry, how much are you willing to spend for your wife? Kau do ati niya. I can opt to just go away, right? Sabihin ko sa country ko, wapo jilo. Pinso ni silo. Wapo jilo. Pero hindi, I have to do everything. Why? To make her feel that with me, you are secure till the end. No, alam mo kung gaano kahirap yun? Likan lang, chotsi. Tapos, ginagamot mo yung wife. When the doctor is saying, you already told me, your wife will only last till 5 months. Go get it na. Mawawala na yan. And you keep on spending. Right? What do you call that? This is not about me. But what I'm saying is, di ba pag kinasal tayo, ano sabi? in richer and poorer, for better or for worse, in health and in sickness, till death do us part. Right? Okay, so yan ang pinaka-importante sa babae, security. So for guys, it's respect. For ladies, it's actually security. So, question, is love an emotion or a feeling? Yes, it's neither. It's not an emotion, it's not a feeling. Okay? Example, pag yung anak natin, cowboy siya nga, baksak. Yung bilang yashuki. Ba't ka baksak? Botak siya, but you still love them. Right? Do you stop loving your children just because they failed your class? No. Okay. So what is love? Love is actually a commitment towards imperfect people to seek their highest good, which oftentimes requires sacrifice. That is what love is all about. Okay? That is a commitment. Love is a commitment towards imperfect people to seek their highest good, which oftentimes requires sacrifice. So, best lesson you have learned as a parent. Parent, ano yung pinaka-best na nangyari sa'yo nung naging parent ka? Alam niyo ba yun? What is the best thing that happened to us when we become parents? We become unselfish. Diyo ba? Unselfish. Di kirit, nung bata ko, 5 ya. What sele, oh? Yung katoy, yung leg, dapat akin yan. Walang ibang pwedeng kumain nung bata ko. Ngayon, as a parent, what yung sele, tanggun sabo, halong chong chat se. Chat diyaw, what's up, chat? Kanina lang, we had the Jollibee as our lunch. Okay? Yung swabe ko, sobrang gusto ng skin, balat. Kinuha lahat ng 5, kinuha lahat yung balat. Tapos, daddy for you. Skin chicken. Walang balat to, puro maa. Diba? Pero ano, it's not healthy, yes, it's not healthy. But she's smiling. Diba? Pero ako, Chwego siya, sige na. Jollibee, buo siya. Walang balat eh. But can you imagine, if you're not a parent, you will not do that. Right? I even saw a dad and a kid, a boy, in Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. Ganito ang kinain nila. Hige laupe, oh. Sige peng. Hige ka, sige peng. Sige chikwe, sa gravy. Isa hige laupe, chele, tani hige ka, cha. Cha diyaw, oh. Isa kandito lang. Sa untawa, yung hinimay yung natitira. Kasi alam mo naman yung mga bata pag kumain, di ba? May mga natitirang mga laman. Yun, ganun ang kinakain niya. Alam mo, I was beside the father. Hindi ko parang gusto ko sabihin, sige pa ako, di ba ko, baka ma-insulto eh. Pero nakita niyo yung unselfishness niya, yung sacrifice. What sa hige, laupe gutom na din, gusto na kumain eh. Pero hinihintay niya matapos yung anak niya. Kung ano yung tira ng anak niya, yun lang ang kakainin niya. And I'm sure all parents there feels the same way. You are ready to do everything. You are ready to sacrifice everything for your children. Okay? Remember, this is the command of God or the wish of God. 1, God wants us to know Him and love Him. That's what we call worship. God wants us to love each other. That's fellowship. Practice serving. You serve God by serving other people. You call that ministry. You are made for a mission to spread His love and word. That's evangelism. And grow up spiritually, not to be God, but to be like God. Be godly. That's making disciples or discipleship. So, at the end of the day, okay, no matter how good you are, no matter how rich you are, the command is for us to, or our objective is to live a Christ-centered life. Parents, children, if let's say for example, you're doing something for your child, you're doing something for your wife, alam mo ba kung ano yung isang secret para mabilis gawin yon? Huwag mo isipin you're doing it for your wife. Huwag mo isipin you're doing it for your children. You are actually doing it for God, to honor God. Okay? Why? Ano yung pinakamaganda doon? Because you will not wait for anything in return. Napansin niyo ba yun? It's human nature that if you do something good to someone else, you wait for something in return. A simple thank you. May ginawa ka, hindi nag-thank you, ano sinasabi mo? Walang kwenta to, tinulungan mo lang, hindi pa nag-thank you. Diba po? Magpapautang ka, hindi nag-thank you, hindi ka pa binayaran. Ano gagawin mo? Pumunta ka sa kabila, sige, botong in. What you, it's you. Bahala go. Diba? But if you do it to God, for God, to honor God, you will not wait for anything in return. No expectation. You do it because you love God. Okay? So, how do you live a Christ-centered life? Let the peace of the Lord reign in your heart. It's always the peace of the Lord in your heart. Let the word of Christ dwell in you. You have to read the Bible. Okay, you have to read the Bible. Do all in the name of Jesus. So that is how you live a Christ-centered life. So, for my last slide, I think this is the last one. Before you connect with the world, connect with the Lord. One of the biggest questions I often get from my audience is, Jerry, how do I start? Okay, I'm already here. Okay, yung mga mistakes ko nandun na eh. Di ba? Nagawa ko na eh. No? It's not about, okay, going back to the beginning. Okay, this is a statement made by C.S. Lewis. It's not about going to the beginning. It's about starting where you are right now and change your ending. Okay, it's about how you end, okay, your life, your family, with your family. So you can start anywhere from now. Okay, and I hope all these things that we have talked about would help you, inspire you to become a better father, to become a better mother, and of course to become a better children. Okay? Thank you very much and God bless everyone.